Welcome back to another OTD unboxing video. We've done it. We've made it. 2026. It's here. It's still October 2025, in terms of the calendar, but the Hot Wheels year has flipped over and we are in 2026, at least as far as the Hot Wheels mainline is concerned. This is an international case. If you haven't watched my videos before, you'll know that international cases are C4982, and the case code right here is the A case, AAU. This case comes over from Jcar Diecast. So if you're not familiar with Jcar Diecast, make sure you check out jcardiecast.com, not only for your Hot Wheels case, mainline case needs, but also for any other diecast brand that you're looking for. Jcar.com has a great selection of not only Hot Wheels, but like I said, other diecast brands as well. With that said, let's get to cracking. This is one of those cases that Jcar lists that are damaged or double taped. I always tell Jcar to send over those cases because I'm opening these cars anyways. So 2026, what does it smell like? It smells like fresh diecast. All right, we are here. Let's start from the top. So we just unboxed Q case like last week. So already we're into 2026 with the A case. First three cars out of the case, we have, welcome to 2026. It's the Carbinator. So it's the Hot Wheels model that always rings in the new year, the old bottle opener at the end. And yeah, pop those tops. 2026, Happy New Year. Xpera Motor Series, Carbinator. All right, next one out of the case, we have the Land Rover Defender 90. This was a Q case carryover in mint green. And we got the Mod Mill from Muscle Mania, another Q case carryover. Next three out of the case. The Revenger ST, Q case carryover. As is the Decidedly Go Xpera Motor Series. Will we get a super in this case? Reply Hazy. Great. All right, next one is the McMurtry Sperling. That was the new model for the Q case. All right. Here we go. Here's a new model for 2026. Well, not a new model, but a new release of it. The 69 Dodge Charger Daytona from the HW Starting Grid. So it looks like Race Day has changed its name to Starting Grid, HW Starting Grid. And yeah, look at that gold metal flake paint on this one. This is a casting I collect, so I'm super excited to add this one to my collection. Very cool racing deco on this one, number 56. Kind of just nice from side to side, top. Very nice. Bunch of Tampa passes on that one. Next one out of the case, we have the Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400 HW EV series. So this is a new one for 2026. And just in case you're looking in terms of 2026, 2025 cards, there isn't much difference. The only really indicator, obviously, 2025 new models will have that on there. But if you're looking on the pegs, you're going to want to look for the lighter color blue versus the darker color blue. Outside of that, not a whole lot of differences when you're at the pegs. So keep an eye out for that corner if you're coming across some new 2026 cars. All right. Mustang, we got the Track Ripper, HW Starting Grid. This is new for 2026 in the A case, number 24. The Track Ripper. Next three out of the case. We get the would-be super common variant of that super in the Q case is the Ford RS200 Peak Pursuit Series. Another one of those Ford Mustang Mach-E's 1400. And the 83 Chevy Silverado from the Q case carried over. So I know a lot of collectors that collect this casting are eager to find this one. So you have it in the Q and the A case. So you do not worry. All right, Ford RS200. Another one of those. Another one of those McMurtry Sperlings. Hope I'm saying that correctly. And the 15 Land Rover Defender Double Cab from the Dirt series. That was a Q case carryover as well. All right, this is the official first new model of 2026. It's the Pass and Go, the Monopoly piece. We're celebrating 90 years of Monopoly. So this is another one of those Mattel. What is Mattel? I know it was Milton Bradley at one point. Is this, does it say on the bottom? Mattel, Pass and Go. I don't know who owns Milton Bradley these days. Could be Mattel, could be Hasbro. I'm not sure, but we have a collaboration piece, I guess. Pass and Go, Monopoly, the old Monopoly car. One of my favorite. I think this was what I used actually in Monopoly when I played. I always had to be the race car from the Drop Top series. Pass and Go, very cool, and it's got like a Zamac finish to it. So unpainted finish that is also known as Zamac. All right, next two out of the case, we have the HW Ultimate T-Rex Transporter. We saw that in the Q case, as did we with the Revenger ST Muscle Mania. Next three out of the case, we got a Street Shrieker. Saw that in the Q case. Another Pass and Go. So if you're looking for this one, two in this case. And Decidedly Go, another one of those. Next three out of the case. New for 2026 here, Gordon Murray Automotive T33 in the Exotic cars. So we got a little different naming for the HW Exotic series. It's now called Exotic cars. So this one looks nice and just is that metallic? No, just a yellow, right? Yeah, it looks just yellow. No metal flake. This one is also new for 2026, the RD06 X Racers series, the former Excella Racers car. You got the X Racers on top, number 6 in 2026. And we get another Mod Mill carryover from the Q case. Next three out of the case. What is going on? Is this? Yeah, this is. So we got a Solar Reflex HW EV series. This is new for 2026, number 7. We get our third Decidedly Go. As much as I love this one, don't want to see 3 of these in a case. I'll tell you that. I don't want to see 3 of anything in a case. Land Rover Defender 90, another one of those carried over. I think that is the second one of those, so not 3 of those. And we get a third Monopoly car, Pass and Go Drop Tops. Third one of that already. So there should be 4 new models in this case. We have 3 of 1 new model so far. All right, we got the Roadster Compact Kings and the Quick Chat Xperia Motors. These are both in Q case as well. Oh my gosh, what are we getting a lot of Q case carryovers in this case. Sometimes with these early case codes, like this is AAU, sometimes with the early case codes you do see that a lot. A lot of Q case or previous case carry forwards. You get sometimes 3 to a case. So hopefully that doesn't take away from the remaining A case cars in this case. All right, Pontiac Aztec Custom. Very nice one there. That is a Q case, unfortunately, carryover. As is the Mod Mill. This was the, is that the third one we've seen of those? 1, 2, yeah, third Mod Mill. The Sushi Tuner, Fast Foodie series. And then the last 3 out of the top half of the case, we have the 2018 Bentley Continental GT3 in metal flake gold. The Drift and Brake from the Wagon series. That was another Q case carryover. And our third Ford RS200, the Gulf livery. Not a Super. All right. Hopefully the bottom half of the case is much better. All right. Let's pull some. Oh, there we go. They're all falling here. Let's just get the first 3 that were in the top half of the case. All right. So we get a yellow Ferrari, the Ferrari F40 Competizione from the Exotic series, the Bentley Continental GT3, and the Polestar TRX. So these are all Q case cars as well. Next 3 out of the case. We got the Hot Wings. That was Q case carryover. The Alfa Romeo Giulia TI Super Compact Kings, Q case carryover. And our second new model of 2026, we have the Instant Boost HW Starting Grid. So we got kind of a white body here, green tires, very dare I say it, Starbucks colors, right? The green and the brown. I will say that I do remember this car. It was actually done in a live stream, believe it or not. I think it was Hot Wheels designer Charlie Angelo, if I remember correctly. He designed this like on the spot in a live stream event. I forgot what it was exactly for, and that was like a year or two ago. And I think it was like almost maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And it was just kind of like this like kind of thing he did on the fly, and this is the product of it. So very cool to see this car make it into the mainline. It kind of follows along with some of his other designs, like the donut drifter, kind of that little guy, and based on a kind of food item. So very cool. Coffee cup, instant boost. You get to play on words. Second new model for 2026. All right, next three out of the case. Speaking of new models, our third of four in this case, the Porsche 911 Carrera T from the Factory Fresh series. That was at number 15. It's got the Hot Wheels deco on the sides, and if I remember correctly, yes, the license plate does say FPY86, which is the case code for car culture. This is actually Hot Wheels design VP, right? The VP of design, Ted Wu. This is based on his car. So, third new model there. The Sushi Tuner Fast Foodie series. We saw that one already. And the McLaren W1 from Race Day. This was a 2025 carryover as well from the Q case. All right. Next three out of the case. We get another one of those 83 Chevy Silverados. Silverado collectors, square body collectors, rejoice. The Audi 90 Quattro in black. We saw that in the Q case. And our fourth new model, in this case, the Bouncin' Bass from the Lay and Low series. So nice metal flake lowrider mini truck kind of thing going on here. Unlicensed design, obviously. Very cool. It's always great to just have new models. Always cool to see the designs and get a further look at these things. So, like the part break here with the speakers coming out, and the purple. What is it? It looks like the glass or the windows are the purple, and then the interior is black. So it's just I love the creative use of parts here. You don't get the 4 parts in the main line, and how you can achieve color breaks. And I always admire that about Hot Wheels designs in general. All right, next three out of the case. We got the VW T3 Custom, one of my favorite new models. That was in the Q case. The Ferrari 365 GTB4 Competizione in yellow. That was in the Q case as well. As was the Honda Moto Campo from the Moto series in yellow. A lot of yellow cars. Uh-oh. I see something. All right. We got the Batmobile. This is new for 2026. Number 4. Kind of like a, what is this? A metal flake gray, I'm going to go with. There from the Batman series. So that's new to the case. And we get the regular treasure hunt. The 87 Buick Regal GNX from the new Night Speed series. So this is a very, kind of reminds me of those Cars of the Decades. You remember the Cars of the Decade series? And it had, every kind of car had the, like the kind of design that was based around the era. And then it had the 87 because it's the 87. And there we go. There's the treasure hunt logo right there in the bottom half of the 8 there. So, and of course, if you look at the card, you can see the Circle Flame logo there as well. Cool. Got a regular treasure hunt. I don't think I've gotten a regular treasure hunt I think it was in the P case. So, all right. Porsche 911 Carrera Clip. We saw that in the Q case. Next three out of the case, we get another Batmobile from the 2021 movie The Batman. Another one of those McMurtry Sperlings. Still hope I'm saying it correctly. And another Porsche 911 Carrera Clip keychain car. Next three out of the case. We get the Ferrari F40 Competizione in yellow. Another one of those. The Maserati Shamal makes its way back for 2026. Number 16, right? Yep, number 16. The Factory Fresh series. And we get another one of those Porsche 365 GTB4 Competiziones. Got a lot of cars in front of the camera here. Okay. Next 3 out of the case. Another one of those bouncing base, right? Did I say bouncing baths before? Bouncing base, lay and low series. Another instant boost, HW starting grid. And this one will be surely popular. The 2018 Honda Civic Type R from the Night Speed series with the Chase and J's logo on the side. Just a very easy front deco. No rear deco because you have the side deco with the Chase and J. Next 3 out of the case. The Porsche 911 Carrera T Factory Fresh series. Another one of those. We got 2 of each new model in this case at least. And yeah, 2 of each new model, but 3 of the pass and go. All right, another VW T3 Custom. We had at least 2 of those in this case. And the Hot Wings. Hot Wings. Oh, here we go. I was wondering when we get to this one. The Drift Ender Trucking Along series. So no more Hot Wheels Hot Trucks. Thank you, because that name has lasted a really long time, and it feels like every truck, if you collect a truck, it feels like every year it's just HW Hot Trucks, HW Hot Trucks, HW Hot Trucks. So we get a new series called Trucking Along. Drift Ender. So this is the would-be Super Treasure Hunt. Obviously, this is not Super Treasure Hunt. We get a Metal Flake red paint on here. If it was Spectraflame red and there was Real Rider Arrow wheels on here, you would have the Super Treasure Hunt. I have not. It doesn't look like I will get that, but we'll keep looking through the case. And yeah, looking at the rest of the case cars here, we see some more Ferraris. I think this is like a 3rd or 4th Ferrari 365 GTB4 Competizione in yellow. So, I mean, if you're a Ferrari fan, you should be happy. The Batmobile, another one of those. That might be our 3rd. I think that's our 3rd Batmobile, unfortunately. The Ferrari F40 Competizione in yellow, another one of those. So I know we have at least 3 of those. The Honda Motocampo, and we get another Porsche 911 Carrera T. So, and I actually did the case report. So on orangediecast.com, if you don't know already, I do a case report. It's a full list of all the cars that should be in this case. And I actually just got done writing it, so I'm a little more prepared than I usually am. And I know that there are quite a bit of cars that are in the A case that are not in this case, including one of my favorites, the Diora 2, as well as another casting I collect, the 20 Jeep Gladiator. So I know that those were not in here, as were, I know there's a 59 Chevy Impala. Yeah, so definitely go to orangediecast.com. Check out what I missed in this case. Like I said before, the earlier cases usually, since this is AAU, this has to be, towards the beginning with the AA. You want, if you have a choice, and you're picking a case, you probably want to pick that. But since you get from the distributor, obviously you don't know. But thank you, Jcar Diecast. Make sure you check out jcardiecast.com. As always, Jcar, you got to be quick. He puts the mainline cases up there and they go rather quickly. So you have to be quick to get a mainline case, but check out jcardiecast.com. Not only for the mainline cases, he's got premium, he's got convention cars, he's got, Mini GT, and all those other, Kaito House, all those other brands available for you to choose from. So, yeah, good case all around. Obviously, obviously a little disappointed that I didn't get some of the cars I collect in this case, but we did score a regular treasure hunt in this case, so that is a highlight for sure. In addition to all the new models, I mean, we had, it looks like, I think 3 Porsches, 3 of the pass and goes, 2 instant boosts, and 2 of the bounce and base. So again, check out orangediecast.com for the full case report. Thank you for watching, as always.